Dear Zimbabwe, how do I praise you? How do I tell Africa's children of your story? How do I speak of a land whose memory is carved in stone? How do I describe a nation that has been wounded, tested, misunderstood, yet still stands? Zimbabwe. Land of ancient builders, land of enduring spirits, land where the stones remember. Before I knew your history, I knew your name, and your name sounded like something old, something sacred, something that had survived the passing of centuries. Then I learned of the great walls, the ancient stones, the kingdom that rose from African hands, not borrowed hands, not imported hands, African hands, patient hands, skilled hands, visionary hands. Stone upon stone, dream upon dream, generation upon generation, they built. And what they built became a message that crossed centuries, a message carried by ruins and memory, a message that still speaks today, that Africa was creating, building, imagining, and achieving long before she was ever introduced to the world. Zimbabwe. Your stones are not silent. They speak. They speak of merchants and travelers. They speak of kingdoms and ambition. They speak of a people who looked at the earth and imagined greatness. And every time the world forgets, your stones remember. Every time history is rewritten, your stones remember. Every time Africa is underestimated, your stones remember. And they whisper the same truth. We were here. We built. We dreamed. We achieved. Long before doubt became fashionable. Long before dependency became expected. Long before others claimed to define us. We were here, and perhaps, Zimbabwe, that is why your story matters so much. Because you are not merely a nation, you are a reminder that greatness can endure hardship, a reminder that dignity can survive storms, a reminder that a people can be tested without being defeated. For history has not always been gentle with you. The winds have been fierce. The seasons have been difficult. There have been moments of celebration and moments of sorrow, moments of triumph and moments of disappointment, moments when hope felt close enough to touch, and moments when it seemed to disappear beyond the horizon. Yet through it all, you remained like the granite stones that gave you your name, unmoved, unbroken, unforgotten. For there is something about stone. It does not shout. It does not boast. It simply endures. The rain comes. The stone remains. The wind comes. The stone remains. The years come. The stone remains. And so it has been with you. Zimbabwe, you have endured, not because life was easy, not because every chapter was kind, but because your people carried something stronger than hardship, Resilience. The resilience of farmers who greet the dawn before the sun arrives. The resilience of mothers who continue believing when circumstances say otherwise. The resilience of fathers who build futures from uncertainty. The resilience of young dreamers who refuse to let their ambitions be limited by their surroundings. The resilience of ordinary people doing extraordinary things simply by refusing to give up. And what a beautiful thing resilience is. Not loud, not glamorous, not celebrated often enough, but powerful. Powerful enough to keep a nation moving forward when everything says stop. Powerful enough to plant seeds in difficult seasons. Powerful enough to keep singing when the road grows long.
Zimbabwe. I see that resilience in your people. I see it in the laughter that survives hardship. I see it in the music that rises above struggle. I see it in the artists, the teachers, the workers, the entrepreneurs, the students, the dreamers. I see it in every son and daughter who still believes tomorrow can be better than today. For nations are not measured only by their challenges. They are also measured by their courage to continue. And you have continued, again, and again, and again. Like a river finding its path, like a baobab rooted deep within the earth, like a stone kingdom refusing to crumble, and perhaps that is your greatest lesson to Africa. Not that life will be easy, not that the journey will be perfect, but that endurance itself is a form of victory, that standing itself is a form of strength, that surviving itself is a form of resistance. Zimbabwe. Your story is written not only in ancient walls, it is written in the hearts of your people, and those hearts continue to beat with hope. And beyond the stones, beyond the struggles, beyond the chapters written by history, there is something else I must speak of. Your beauty. For Zimbabwe, you are more than a story of endurance. You are a story of wonder, a land where the earth itself seems determined to inspire, a land where the horizon stretches like a promise, a land where rivers carve their names into memory, a land where the sun rises with dignity and sets with grace. And there, like a heartbeat thundering across the continent, stands the mighty waterfall, the smoke that thunders, the waters that refuse to whisper, the waters that announce themselves to the world not with arrogance, but with majesty, as if nature herself wished to remind humanity that greatness does not always need words. Zimbabwe. Your beauty is not only found in landscapes, it is found in your people. It is found in the songs sung at gatherings, the laughter shared among families, the stories passed from elders to children, the wisdom carried through generations, the languages that dance upon the tongue, the cultures that refuse to disappear, the pride that quietly survives every season. And wherever your children go, they carry a piece of you. Some remain close to home, others travel far beyond your borders, across Africa, across oceans, across continents, yet somehow they carry Zimbabwe with them, in their accents, in their memories, in their dreams, in the values they were taught beneath your skies. For home is not merely a location, home is something that travels with the heart, and Zimbabwe travels well. She travels through stories. She travels through music. She travels through memory. She travels through the achievements of her sons and daughters. And so your influence reaches farther than maps can show, farther than borders can contain, farther than distance can measure, because the spirit of a nation cannot be confined to geography.
as Africa looks toward the future. I believe your story still has many chapters left to write. For ancient stones do not spend centuries standing only to become monuments to the past. No, they stand as witnesses. Witnesses to what has been, and witnesses to what can still be. Perhaps that is what your stones have been saying all along, not merely, look at what we built, but also, imagine what you can build next. And what a powered invitation that is. An invitation to dream again, an invitation to create again, an invitation to believe again. Zimbabwe, stone kingdom of Africa, keeper of ancient memory, teacher of endurance, I thank you for reminding us that civilizations leave footprints, for reminding us that dignity survives hardship, for reminding us that hope is stronger than despair, and for reminding Africa's children that we come from builders, not merely survivors, builders, dreamers, visionaries, men are wretched, they are strong as your stones. May your people know prosperity, may your children inherit opportunity, may your dreams rise higher than your challenges, and may generations yet unborn speak your name with pride. Zimbabwe, the stone kingdom that still stands, may you continue to stand, for Africa is richer because you do.